Hey everybody, this is Ken again with Xmods Gaming on the floor of my messy game room. So what I like to show today is just kind of something I picked up. I got it probably about 3 or 4 months ago, and this is a Sega Game Gear, as the name will suggest. And yeah, I got this kind of cool case. I bought this off eBay. It's original one. It's kind of hard to find an original one, but I bought it for $20. Um, I had to clean it a little bit. This is something from the 90s. And the Game Gear is like one of those things that I wanted when I was a kid, but I couldn't even justify the price to tell my parents, hey, I want something. It's between $150 and $200 at the time. I barely got the Game Boy Pocket, which I think I did a video in the past before, but because of the quality, I got rid of that video. So, I knew people that had the Game Gear. I had a buddy that had a Game Gear. I checked it out and it was pretty cool. So as I open it up, you got storage compartments right there. It says made in China or Taiwan actually, but this is not a reproduction. This is actually uh, one from the 90s. Watch out, there are reproduction cases you can get on eBay that are just like a bag that they don't have this hard insert. So this insert, I did have to pull it out because it pulls out of this out of the bag right here. And then I just washed it with soap and water and let it dry. But yeah, see, there's some pet hair in there already. But yeah, it had someone else's pet hair and stuff in there. So now with the system itself, as you can tell, if you've never seen a Game Gear before, you got 1 and 2 at start. You got your D-pad. The D-pad's pretty nice. It's not too bad. I think I do have a game in there. Here, I'll just flip it on. Now, the screen quality of these also back in the day wasn't that great. It's like a TFT display. I think it's like 266 resolution or something like that. I think this is Sonic Chaos, if I'm not mistaken, but see a little intro. This is one of the better games, kind of hard to find. The games I got from VIP Game Store in Boise, Idaho. So recommend them for all your retro games. Because obviously they didn't have Game Gears. They are kind of hard to find. Now this one does have I believe the tempered glass on it. So this is not original. So the glass on the front has been changed out. It's the way the cartridge goes in. It takes 6 AA batteries, and it has the same from what I read and what heard other people say. It's basically a Sega Master System built into a portable, kind of like the Game Boy is like the NES, original NES, just built into a portable. So this is a Sega Master System. They actually have a Sega Master System adapter where you can, it'll fit this little card slot, and then you can put, kind of bulges out the back a little bit, and then you can put a Sega Master System disc in there. And then here it even came with this, with the case, and this is a battery pack, or Game Gear battery pack. So this goes into the console, and you could buy these refurbished on eBay, but what I did is I just built my own battery pack in there. So it has, 7.2 volts, so it's like 6 batteries, I believe, go into here. Now 6 batteries go into here as well, and this thing goes about 2 to 3 hours on 6 AA's. Now, if you probably get the more expensive batteries, you could probably push up to 4 hours. You know, if you get the, what do they call it, the lithium ones, like the Energizer Lithium brand or whatnot. The games, I'll show a few. I got Mortal Kombat 1. And this is not all of them. This is just my favorite ones. What is this? Sonic Triple Trouble. Taz. Taz is alright. Streets of Rage 2. I had to order this one. This, you know, hardly anyone carries that one. And then we got Sonic 2, which is pretty standard. I think it might even been a pack-in. We got Batman Returns. And we got Golden Axe. I think this is called Axe Battler. Yeah, it's Axe Battler. It's not Golden Axe, which is like a role-playing game. This game is pretty rare. Axe Battler. The guy at VIP, he looked it up and he's like, "Ooh, this is an expensive game." But he cut me a deal because I was buying something else there. But yeah, that's pretty much the Sega Game Gear. Now, pointers on buying one of these. These are, the capacitors are plagued. I attempted to repair 2 of them. 2 or 3, I can't remember. Or this is the 3rd one. Now what happens is the traces on the traces on the circuit board, if you try to remove the capacitors or replace them with new ones, the likelihood of just the trace just melting away off the board just by touching your iron to it is pretty great because of the acid from the capacitors leaking out. So this one actually spent about $90. I don't like to mention what I spend, but I figured why not? You know, I kind of worked for it, and I wanted a working Game Gear. I didn't want to fuss around, you know, buying parts and trying to fix. And so whoever modded this one, they replaced all the capacitors, and that's the way I would go. Even though I'm Xmods Gaming and I, you know, change my old capacitors out on my systems and all that, I'm not a Game Gear expert. And the people that have done this, you know, they probably bought dozens and dozens of Game Gears on the cheap, and if they wreck a few, you know, at least they can make one out of a few. But anyways, yeah, I just want to show you the Sega Game Gear. Leave a comment down below if you like this kind of video or if you want something else. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.